Hey there, and welcome. If you've ever stood over a plant, watering can in hand, feeling that weird mix of hope and, well, total anxiety, you are definitely in the right place. We're about to dive into the number one question every single new gardener asks.
Yep, this one right here. It seems so easy, doesn't it? But oh my gosh, it causes so much stress. Are you watering too much or maybe not enough? Should it be every day, once a week? It's honestly enough to make you want to quit before you even start. But what if I told you the answer isn't what you think it is?
That's right. The real answer is not a rigid schedule. In fact, following a calendar is probably the fastest way to get sad, droopy plants. The real answer is more like a secret that helps you understand what your garden actually needs from one moment to the next. It's all about listening, not just scheduling.
And here it is, the big secret. It depends. I know, that sounds super frustrating, but just stick with me here. Because understanding what it depends on, well, that's the key. That's what turns you from someone who just owns plants into a really confident gardener. Think of these next few points as your personal cheat sheet.
So, first up, it obviously depends on the plant itself. Not all plants get thirsty at the same rate. You've got your thirsty plants, like leafy greens, think lettuce or basil. They have these shallow little roots right near the surface, so they dry out really fast and need water more often. Then you have your drought-tolerant champs, like established tomatoes or herbs. Their roots go way down deep searching for moisture, which makes them way more resilient.
Okay, next up, the soil. This is a huge one. If you have sandy soil, water runs through it almost instantly, kind of like a sieve, so you're going to need to water more often. But if you have heavy clay soil, that stuff acts like a sponge, holding onto moisture for a really long time. With clay, you'll water less often, but you gotta do it slowly so it has time to soak all the way in.
And finally, of course, the environment changes everything, every single day. A hot, windy, sunny afternoon can suck your garden dry in just a few hours. But on a cool, cloudy day, that soil will stay moist for way longer. And even the pot matters. A plant in a little terracotta pot is going to dry out so much faster than that same plant in a big garden bed. See, it's all connected.
So, with all these things changing all the time, how in the world are you supposed to know when to water? Well, this is where you get your gardening superpowers. Seriously, we're going to learn how to stop all the guesswork and just start listening to what your plants and your soil are trying to tell you. And your first and most important superpower is this: the finger test. I know, it sounds almost ridiculously simple, and it is. But I promise you, this is the single most reliable tool in any gardener's toolkit. It's free, it's always with you, and it tells you the truth every single time.
Okay, here's how it works. You just stick your index finger into the soil about 1 to 2 inches down, so up to about your second knuckle. Now pay attention to what you feel. If the soil at the tip of your finger feels dry, it's time to water. If it feels moist, even just a little bit, you can wait. Check again tomorrow. It really is that simple. This is how you have a direct conversation with your garden.
And this brings us to the biggest, most common danger for new gardeners: overwatering. Now, most people think overwatering means giving too much water all at once, but it's actually about watering too frequently. When the soil stays soggy all the time, the roots can't breathe, and they literally start to rot. That's why wilting leaves can be a sign of both not enough water and too much water. And that's what makes the finger test so crucial. Okay, so now you know when to water. Let's talk about the 3 golden rules for how to water. Getting this right will make your plant so much stronger, healthier, and just tougher. Rule number 1, water deeply but less often. So instead of giving your plants little sips every day, give the soil a really thorough soak. This encourages the roots to grow deep down in search of that moisture, which creates a much stronger, more drought-tolerant plant in the long run. Rule number 2 is all about timing. Try to water in the morning. Why? Well, less water is lost to evaporation when the air is cool, and it gives any splashes on the leaves all day to dry out. This really helps prevent fungal diseases, which just love those damp, cool nighttime conditions.
And rule number 3, aim for the soil, not the leaves. Remember, it's the roots that absorb the water. When leaves get wet, they can actually get sunburned in the hot sun or, again, develop diseases. Your goal is always to get that water right down to the root zone where the plant actually needs it.
So let's just bring all of this together. We've gone from this one single, really stressful question
to a completely new way of thinking. This right here, this is your first real step to becoming a truly intuitive gardener.
You know, the biggest takeaway from all of this is to just let go of that rigid calendar. Your garden is a living, changing place, not an appointment you have to keep. So follow your curiosity instead. Get your hands dirty, check the soil, really look at your plants. This isn't some test you have to ace. It's a joyful, rewarding relationship that you get to build. So I'll just leave you with this thought. Every single seed you plant is a small step towards something truly wonderful. Fresh food, a connection to nature, and the simple joy of watching something grow. Don't wait for the perfect moment or until you feel like you know everything. Just begin. So, what one seed will you plant